Welcome one and all to Tabletog Gaming, where tonight we follow the continued adventures of New Dredgemire. In this campaign, we follow the prominent townsfolk of the developing town of New Dredgemire, a quaint hamlet buried in the valleys of the tail of the Redback Mountains, brushing against the unkempt edges of the Dwarven nation of Eichelwald. First, we have the town council members. Krahk, the half-dwarf, half-giant, a paladin of Torag and devout follower of the Five Arches. Next, Aiden, the resident town drunk and human brawler. And finally, Aramis, the android bard brought back from death. Joining these adventurers turned politicians are Yoirah, the magical vigilante that can turn into their altered persona dashing violent, as well as Aren, the halfling fighter slated to be the town's new Justicar. Join us tonight as Aren and Aiden seek to escape jail after planting evidence in a Thieves Guild member's home, while Aramis and Yoirah enlist rebels to put on a concert at the heart of Ironforge Mountain.
I'm in jail too. Brad,
Yeah?
is there gonna be a fucking bomb?
What? I don't know what you're referring to. Anyway. So, tonight we start following the events of last session, where Aramis, Aiden and Aren, and Daniel Forskew went to plant evidence in the home of, what was this guy's name? Bastian Diedrich's house.
We didn't meet him, so he doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's out of town. Aramis, well, to put it simply, especially for Claire who had to miss it, Daniel went in while Aiden caused a scene. Aiden started to get beat up. Aren came in to help. Guards were called.
Guards arrived.
Aramis was like egging the fight on and then just ran away.
Like you do.
And Aiden and Aren are now in jail for trespassing and assault.
Oh, and destruction of property.
And destruction of property. You did break the gate to get in there.
Broke the lock on the gate. Triggered the alarm.
That wasn't me.
Triggered the alarm.
That's not illegal. You can trigger as many alarms as you like. It's the act to be there that's illegal.
True. They probably will also try to get me for drunk and disorderly.
Yeah.
Because I was both of those things.
But anyway, for all the various reasons you all are here, Aiden and Aren, you find yourself in one of the lowest rungs on the largest of the Dwarven Earth Scrapers, sorry. Which are the deep pits that used to be mines scattered around Ironforge Mountain that, once the resources dried up, have been used for guilds, unions, other organizations.
Prisons.
On the way in, as you guys are brought down the massive elevator down the shaft, you look over the edge, and you actually see the Dwarven Palace beneath you. It's normally where the Dwarven King would reside.
He's missing.
Yeah, if they had one.
This is where I keep my ruler. If I had one! My life is a meme.
You all see a lot of guards in the area. You don't see any of the spiky guards, thankfully.
The spiky guards are the ones that, left the actual guard organization to be soldiers for hire, right?
Yes.
Okay. Aiden is,
Brad, that dwarf with a bomb isn't the only one with a bomb.
I know this all too well.
Let's fucking go.
Aiden continues to be drunk and disorderly.
Okay.
I want my message. I know my rights. I get one message.
We'll get to it. The two dwarves flanking either side of you with two dwarves behind you as well guide you, albeit a little haphazardly, because I don't know if you've ever been a small medium creature trying to guide a drunk medium creature. It's not that easy.
And I'm not making it easy on them.
No. But eventually, you and Aren are stuffed into a holding cell. There's a few other dwarves in there, a couple humans, an orc.
Hey, don't lose my business permit. I have soup to sell.
At this point, you all would have been stripped of all your valuables, weapons, other such things. After they take the hands that blind the sun off you, they give a weird look to the tattoos on your skin underneath it, but just shrug it off and throw it in the chest.
They're not tattoos. That would require conscious effort on Aiden's part. They're just kind of there.
After a few minutes, finally, a dwarf comes up, wearing light blue robes, with fine white trim. He looks at the two of you.
Are you my kingdom-appointed lawyer?
No. He is a dwargar, by the way. So he has black ebony skin and a big bushy black beard. I am here on behalf of the Crystal of Ice. I am your messenger.
Oh! Oh, cool. Okay. The message is for Yoirah. I turn to the halfling. Does Yoirah have a last name?
Not that I know of.
Alright, fine.
Out of character, it's Speckleheart. But this tracks in character.
This tracks. I turn back to the dwarf, open my mouth, close it, turn back to the halfling. Is Yoirah a human or a half-elf?
No.
Nope. We might be here a while.
What is Yoirah?
Can I make a knowledge check or something?
Knowledge local.
Yeah. Give me knowledge local. We will say DC 10, because you've been traveling with Yoirah for a bit now.
Okay. I can't take a 10 on it because I'm bad.
Okay.
Still roll it though.
Yeah, I'm rolling. Nope, I have no idea.
Hold please. Let me see if this
An
is.
appropriate answer to Aiden's question is no.
If it had been very low, we would have went with a shadowling.
Hey!
Let's go. So you happen to know Yoirah's race, which I actually forget out of character.
Is a Gonzi.
Gonzi. Let me actually write that in my notes.
What's a Gonzi?
They are much akin, if I remember right, to tieflings and
Yes, except instead of good or evil, they are chaotic
Yep.
in nature.
So I think my internet went out for a second.
Oh, welcome back.
Hello.
Because Discord stopped working, and then I got booted off Map Tools.
Oh no.
It's back.
Not good.
Welcome back. You didn't miss much.
I thank you.
So I turn back to the dwarf. Yoirah is a Gonzi.
Ah, yes.
You knew what that was? I didn't know what that was.
It is my job to know the races, sir.
It's my job to drink alcohol and run a city.
He gives you a perplexed look.
I also sell soup.
And where may I find this Yoirah?
Hopefully with my soup. No. I give the inn that we were staying at.
Okay.
And here's the message for Yoirah.
Okay.
I don't trust Aramis. Find me a lawyer.
All right.
Also, tell them where I am.
That's acceptable. And you, my halfling friend.
I feel like Yoirah is the right choice.
Okay.
But I'll just add me in there on the letter. Say I'm down here to help me.
Simple enough. I don't know why I expect new requests outside of help me.
Oh! You want a new one? You want a new one?
Not related to.
Not from you.
Oh, but it's to a goblin.
we can only deliver one message to one person. Now, without any further ado, he obviously does not want to hear the next part of this.
Hey,
Yes.
quick question, totally not related to anything. Did we level up? Are we 6th level now?
You all are 6th level now.
Alright, cool, yeah, just checking, because I totally did that already.
Oh, boy. It's fine. We have to get some people out of jail, so...
Yeah, I got time.
Yeah, and those people in jail are also definitely all leveled up.
Yeah, I got time.
So as the party levels up...
Ignore the dice roll in the chat. That's definitely not for my HP.
As the party levels up, the messenger disappears. Couple hours pass, and Yoirah, I assume you're at the tavern.
Yep.
Aramis, have you returned at this point?
Yup.
Have you informed Yoirah and Krahk of the ongoings?
Yup.
Wasn't that? Why would you? Okay.
Krahk has just resigned himself to the fact this party is crazy.
This is fine.
This happens.
It's around this time that the similar-looking dwarf comes into the tavern, takes a look around, spots the Gonzi because they stick out a little bit. And he comes up to the table with a sack in his hand. Actually, 2 sacks, one in each hand.
Sacks.
Yoirah, correct?
Speaking.
I have a couple things for you. First,
I see that. 2 by the looks of it.
Well, first I have a message, actually. It's from Aiden and Aren. I didn't get their last names.
We've been waiting for this.
Basically, they need a lawyer, and they're in jail and they need help.
He forgot the most important part of my message.
Which was?
I don't trust Aramis. Find me a lawyer.
He also doesn't trust a Aramis? Does that ring a bell?
Thank you.
This is probably like right there.
I am right there. And Aramis just kind of like shrugs, takes a drink, like, yeah, that tracks.
Thanks, Aramis.
Next I have, a message from Lord Beetlrog.
Oh no.
Lord Beetlrog, our sometimes employer, sometimes enemy on the council, and collector of weird living things. It might be sexual.
He hands you 1 sack.
Yes, take Lord Beetlrog's sack.
Stop.
I take the sack. What is inside?
When you open it, you find a pile of 200 platinum.
Damn.
How big was this sack?
It was fairly sizable.
Okay.
Like, it's about bigger than a fist.
It's bigger than 200 platinum.
Yes. Sitting on top of the 200 platinum, which you can count out later, is a small, not small, it's about a medium-sized disc. It looks like an oversized coin. However, not like one that you would find in Eichelwald or Herd or anything, but you would be familiar with it. It's about the size of your palm, and the inlay on the top of it is a thin, wispy dragon wrapping around itself until it reaches a small green pearl in the middle. You would happen to know that with the proper command word, you can use this to send a message to Lord Beetlrog, and he can likewise send ones to you.
Because that's what we need, more Beetlrog in our life.
There's also a small note in the sack that just simply says, like, reason for platinum, like you'd have at the bottom of a check, back pay.
Okay.
The messenger takes the second sack and hands it to you. This isn't for you. It's for Aren, but Aren's a bit indisposed at the moment. And I'll be honest, I don't...
Jail, so you said.
Yes. I don't quite trust the guards there.
When the government official doesn't trust the guards, you don't leave your friends in their care for prolonged periods of time.
Do you, get nosy and see what's in there?
No, it's not my...
It's for me, Yoirah. I yell real far.
Aren just is, like, in the jail cell and is like, somebody's looking at my stuff.
Sounds like being a nosy bit.
My halfling senses are tingling.
But you have a similar sack now to give to Aren.
Cool.
On the outside, it has a logo of a guild on it. You can roll knowledge local to identify it. Same goes for Aramis and Krahk.
Sure.
I don't have knowledge local trade.
What's the...
Bam.
Hot damn.
Congratulations.
You know that logo.
Not so much a hot damn.
Hot damn, hot diggity damn. Hot diggity damn.
How is your knowledge local so low?
Who?
The bard.
Oh.
It's at,
This is a point.
Yeah.
it's at max skill rank.
Plus intelligence? Do you have 10 intelligence?
Okay.
And it should be a class skill.
Yeah.
Do you not have bardic knowledge?
Hold, please.
Did you trade that away?
Oh, no. I just put 1 in everything.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that would track. Anyway. Krahk, did you do a knowledge local?
I don't have any ranks in it.
Okay.
So unless the DC is 10, I can't roll.
Sadly not. So, Aramis and Yoirah. You happen to both identify this as the signet of a guild of adventurers coming out of here, the human nation. Yoirah, you know that they are the Sindarian Guild. They have some renown, as well as some bad publicity. Basically, if you need something done, but don't care how it gets done, you go to them. With a 25, you would also know that they were Aren's previous employer.
Okay.
More back pay?
Yes. So, the messenger takes his bow and leaves, leaving you three to do as you wish.
Well, guess we should go get them out of jail.
Yes, I suppose we can't let them stay there forever.
Shit! Aiden forgot to ask them to feed the dogs! Like, Aiden like, jumps up, runs to the bars. They're not gonna feed my dogs!
Krahk knows they exist, so he wouldn't let them starve.
Well, yeah, but Aiden's drunk and dumb.
You know, fair.
Where are you all keeping the dogs, by the way?
I wish he was dumb.
Where are the dogs?
Where are they?
They're attached to the wagon.
Just always? And you expect them not to wander off?
And the wagon's probably in the parking section of the tavern.
They're being watched by they're being watched by that goblin that Aiden calls Biggums. It's not the original Biggums, but it's a goblin with a chef's hat, so Aiden can't tell the difference.
We will say the goblin dogs are taken care of.
Good.
Because I don't want to deal with that headache, too. So, what is the first step to get them out of jail for you all?
On the way, can I stop by and buy something?
Yeah.
Were we told which jail they're in?
Yes, you were given directions to the
know
jail.
Who's holding them?
It's the official Ironforge Mountain Guard.
All right. Can I make a diplomacy check to gather some information on how the fuck, like if there's a bail system or whatever?
Yep, go ahead.
If there's a legal way to get them out first?
I'm glad we are taking this option. Hopefully. We have to see the check.
Note that I did say first.
Yes.
No, we just break out of jail and then continue to stay in town to do a concert.
With a 29, you happen to know that there is in fact a system of bail. It depends on the crimes committed. But from everything you've heard from Aramis, bail shouldn't be too high.
We didn't kill anyone.
It is still up to you all whether you want to get a lawyer to have it go through this way, or if you want to deal with the bureaucracy yourselves.
Alright, where the fuck do I pay bail?
So it's actually at the same place they're being held.
Appropriate. Convenient, even.
So you make your way to the earth scraper, taking the shaft downwards to it.
Oh yeah, I take that shaft all the way down.
Hell yeah. Before you end up at the guard entrance. Basically, while there are doors, and by doors I mean like cell doors.
You're a cell door.
You're right. That lead into the rock itself. On the outside, carved into it, are several cutouts in the wall, with dwarves kind of sitting there. There's people at some of them talking to them. But there are, like, open spots to go and talk to a dwarf.
I accost the nearest dwarf.
You go up to them.
Hi, I'm accosting you now.
Are you accosted?
They're sitting there, writing out some paperwork. And as you come up, you kind of see a, like, sigh of relief as they push the paperwork away.
My job is boring. Distract me from it.
They kind of get up on their tiptoes to try to get a little bit closer to eye level with you all. This is a surface dwarf with a bushy red beard. And behind them are people just clacking away at magical versions of typewriters.
Why would you need a magical version? Like, that's not super complex machinery.
When magic exists, you have magical versions.
Okay.
It's like Rule 34.
Stop.
The dwarf looks up at you. How may I help you?
Hello. I believe that some of my friends are being held in the cells here. And I suppose I'm here to see what I can do about that.
Ah, yes. Here to post bail, then. Are you representing any of the local law firms, or are you doing this on their behalf?
No such luck for them, I'm afraid.
Well, he gets out another scroll, opens it up, quill in hand. What are their names?
Aiden and Aren.
Okay, and last names. We will say in character you know their last names.
I am sure that they have them.
The dwarf writes down the last names. I'll be back in a few minutes.
For those of you playing along at home, it's Aiden Swift. I don't know the halfling's last name.
The dwarf scutters off into the massive bureaucracy behind them. You see them going through different drawers that are built into the back stone wall. They look perplexed. They're going back and forth before finally they come back up with two small manila folders.
We have manila folders
don't
now.
look like my friends.
Those aren't people. We're trying to pull.
Unless this is some sort of new efficient prisoner storage system.
Somewhere out there, a mage just had a terrific idea.
God damn it!
So I open the folders and there's files on each of them with rough drawings of the two. He holds up both folders. Is this them?
That would be them. Yeah, I assume.
And you are here to post a bell then, I assume. So
As I said before.
Yoirah has no time for your nonsense.
So for
Aren,
Aren, we have assault and trespassing, and then Aiden, we have assault, trespassing, and drunken disorderly conduct.
You forgot destruction of property.
Destruction of property and breaking and entering. So bail will
Don't forget
be
this other offense.
bail will be $12.50 gold.
Go take a bath.
Is that combined or just for one of them?
Combined. 500 for Aren, 750 for Aiden.
Fine. Wait, how much gold was it?
1,250.
Jesus fucking Christ, y'all assholes.
Aramis! Really, Aramis?
I
Really,
see.
you're blaming us?
Yes, I am. Because you're the ones in jail.
Now,
You're the ones who brought us there.
now
I
will,
didn't know that.
will we be paying in gold or check?
We won't be paying at all, I assume. Only I would, yes?
Yes.
The
Interesting
royal
turn of
we.
phrase, then, don't you think?
My apologies. But as,
Yoirah has no time for your bullshit.
You give a bad check.
just bounce a
Give
check.
a fantasy bounce. Why not?
I do not have confidence in my ability to forge said document unless... what skill would I need to use to forge said document should I be so inclined?
Forging
What
documents
happens
is
if
linguistics.
forgery's
Yeah.
so good that it actually works?
Skills linguistics forgery, I think.
Yeah. Let me look at the linguistics page to figure out the DC.
I have
Would probably be most appropriate.
I have a lot of ranks in linguistics and in bluff.
I looked at Yoirah and I was like, can we get them to pay for themselves?
So it's a type of document well known to the reader.
There are rules, I thought so.
Yes.
Yeah, because we used them before.
Well, there are rules for detecting a forgery.
Yeah, but we actually made a bad check for a kick-ass axe.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I just made that up. Oh, wait, no. They use the same DCs for both.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a type of document well known to the reader. They know checks. I'll say somewhat known handwriting. This is for the dwarf. And if they casually review the document, that's on you guys to make them casually review it. Okay. So to forge a document on which the handwriting is not specific.
No. I'm gonna just give them 125 of those platinum pieces I got,
Okay.
and then we're going to be redistributing some wealth.
Okay.
I look at Yoirah and I say, well, since you're fronting the bill, You can maybe put a loan interest on it.
Thank you for your efforts, Krahk, but
I have no idea how money works.
perhaps leave the business to the business people.
Oof. Oof.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Bless your heart.
so you get out the 125 platinum, hand it to the dwarf. They yell down the line for a guard. A guard will come up. They converse back and forth a bit. Tells them what cell and everything they're in, and you guys are off. You follow the guard into the deep, winding corridors of the jail. You're met by this musky scent of just damp air and musky people, because jail's not a great place to take showers.
Especially in fantasy settings.
Yeah. Yeah, you just might be given a bucket of water.
But also, I would counter and say that in fantasy settings, janitors can be first-level wizards that repeatedly cast prestidigitation on everything.
You right. But they don't need janitors in jail. So
It's like, Jesus, I haven't smelled anything this bad since that horrible brothel I worked at.
So you guys are led through before you eventually find yourselves in front of a large holding cell, and you see Aiden and Aren inside.
You probably hear Aiden before you see him.
Yeah.
He has not been quiet this entire campaign.
There's a guard standing by there, occasionally like rattling a mace against the cells to try to quiet people down. And by people, I mean Aiden.
And every time he does, Aiden will rattle the cage back at him.
The guard looks at you all perplexed, and then when the guard calls forth Aiden and Aren, the upset guard looks relieved.
Yoirah! Aramis! Krahk! You came to save me!
About that.
I deliberated long over just buying the halfling.
Oh, thank you.
You are now pretty much owned by Yoirah.
No. It was a friendly courtesy.
I'll buy you a drink. I know all the best
More than
places.
that.
I know all the best places to drink.
That's what got you here.
Seeing that you've been here exactly as long as I have, which isn't very long, I doubt that.
No. The best place to drink is in Dredgemire. Hands down. Because I'm on the city council. They can't arrest me there.
We might have to change that.
Hey now, you only have half a vote. I outrank you.
I remind you, you are in
No,
a
you're
jail
not.
with Aren, who's going to be the new town basically sheriff.
When has that ever stopped Aiden?
You right.
When has common sense... I bought 12 goblin dogs!
You right.
We know.
But Aiden and Aren are lit out of their cell. Clings back shut behind them.
Bye, boys. It was fun.
Several of them flip you off.
I had fun.
And you guys start to be let out.
I need my stuff. I turned to the guard.
Oh,
You
yeah.
took my stuff.
He walks over to the chest, starts getting stuff out.
I look over his shoulder. Ooh, that looks nice. Can I have that one too?
No.
Oh, that's definitely mine.
Make a perception check.
Okay, I was just being a dick. Do I see something cool in the chest? Let's find out.
Did I make a perception check too? Or just...
Anyone who's looking in the chest.
Is a 10 high enough?
It might actually be.
13.
17.
Katie, you might see it.
So, Aren, you happen to see the guard, as he's going through stuff, taking things that belong to the two of you and pocketing them.
Oh, the bastard.
Call him out.
Call him out, because Aiden's still drunk.
I was like, hey, that's our stuff.
He looks up flustered. What? He drops it. Oh, sorry, I was just trying to reposition it to get more... here you go,
I put my hands on his shoulder.
That was easy.
Did you try to take my... Did you try to take my shit?
No. He goes on the chest. This is yours too. He hands you a bag.
I open the bag.
There's some gold in it.
My mistake, as I pocket the gold. I will go over the rest of my inventory.
After being called out, the rest of both of your inventories are there.
How much gold did I get?
You got 250
belching in a
gold.
guard's face.
Did I get it? I'm the one who saw him.
I'm the one who threatened him. I'm bigger than he is.
Fine.
I think you're both forgetting something.
I know. The 250 gold is going to Yoirah as soon as we leave the freaking prison.
Ahem.
To Yoirah.
Does that ahem mean it's not even gonna last until we leave the prison?
That's a third of your bail.
I see you've found your down payment on the loan you've taken out.
How much do I owe you anyway? As I toss the bag of gold in Yoirah's direction.
Oh, not much. 1,000 gold.
1,000 gold.
Was it 1,200 gold?
No, I think you misheard. It was only 1,000.
Now, is that for me or for me and the halfling?
Oh, just you.
I've had worse fails.
It's time to roll a sense motive check.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you're lying. I'm a character. I was paying attention. I know you're full of shit.
Really?
Go ahead and roll bluff, and I have
Cool.
some
That's
good news.
Woo.
So, Aren, you notice that Yoirah is not telling the complete truth. And you also notice Aiden doesn't realize this.
Okay. I guess I'm just calling people out today. It's that sort of day.
It's a call people out kind of day.
Hey, Yoirah, I'm pretty sure you're not giving us all the details on this.
Let's be real. Could he handle all the details in his current state?
You know?
That's very fair.
They broke my mead bottle. Wait, no, I broke this mead bottle.
What?
I'm being drunk over in the corner.
Oh.
They broke his meatball.
As you guys reach the gate, before the guard opens it, he turns around and looks at Aiden and Aren. So, you all will be back here in 1 month's time, then, for your trial.
Trial?
That is absolutely when their trial shall be.
I'm glad somebody gets it.
Yeah. What day of the week is that?
A month from now, so today, or whatever day, Wednesday.
The guard doesn't know what day.
Well, neither does Aiden.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
It is Wednesday, my dudes. Alright. Wednesday, 1 month from yesterday.
Sure, get here early. Now get on.
Bye!
He opens the gate, and you all are free to go.
I wait until we're clear of the prison and all the dwarven guards. We're not coming back here ever again.
Very much should.
We're not.
You said it, not me.
I put my arm around Krahk's shoulders. Oh, paladin, 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 paladin. I'm gonna buy you a drink.
I believe me and Yoirah have some shopping to do.
Where are my dogs? Krahk, take me to my dogs.
Alright. You will come back. I will carry you.
Does Yoirah give Aren the bag, by the way?
What? Oh, yeah.
What bag?
What?
bag?
There was no bag.
Of course. There were witnesses.
So, Aren, you get the bag, and inside, you find a note from your previous adventuring party, saying that this is your cut of the share from the quest they had completed but hadn't gotten to turn in yet. And it is another 1,500 gold.
Oh, shit.
Just throwing money at the party.
Yes.
And then taking it away.
Yes.
Hey, Brad, I need some money.
You're getting...
I'm once again asking for your financial support.
You're getting something later, Cory.
Okay. I need to have disguise tonight.
Okay. You can roll knowledge.
Don't you own the many garments?
Yeah.
I have a dazzled armor set. Not a sleeve of many garments. And I need to have disguise because that lets you use disguise self.
Roll.
You can also just get a disguise kit. Disguise is a class skill for bards.
Yeah.
But did he put ranks in it?
That is an excellent question.
No.
So if you're looking for a hat of disguise, roll knowledge local or diplomacy.
Okay, actually, I do. False. I do have ranks in disguise.
How many?
All in all, a plus 15.
That's not bad.
Yeah, this guy's good.
Yeah. You can find a disguise kit fairly easy.
I think they're... Are those 50 gold?
Yeah. And for me, I feel like a disguise kit is less so like a specific kit made for disguise, but just you buying a shit ton of makeup and clothing.
Yeah.
Which, let's be real, this is not the first time Aramis has done that.
So, you can spend 50 gold on 50 gold's worth of makeup and clothing to act as a disguise kit for you.
Okay. I'm going to spend 100 gold to get 2 disguise kits.
Okay. And disguise kit's +2, right?
It's +2 and each one has 10 uses.
Cool.
I bathe all of the goblin dogs. Gotta wash off all that dander.
Didn't you already fail the fortitude save?
At one point, yes.
Okay.
It's been fixed.
I thought it was just we all auto got it and then we had a bath later.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's not...
In the process of bathing them, I'm not going to make you make 10 fortitude or 12 fortitude saves.
Yeah, I just
clean yourself last.
Yeah.
Where are you doing this? Do you just go get a bucket of water, or are you going to, like, the nearest stream?
I mean, is there a nearby stream?
It's a bit of a way away, but you have a cart led by goblin dogs. You can make it there.
No, I'll just find, like, a quiet off-road near the, like, a little past the gate and a bucket of water.
So, the goblin dogs are
A couple
cleaned.
buckets of water.
Goblin dogs are cleaned.
I also cleaned the goblin while I'm at it. I don't remember the last time I gave him a bath.
He enjoys it.
He really shouldn't.
Get some graham crackers.
2 disguise kits are bought. Does anybody have anything else to buy or do before the concert?
You can have games in here if you want.
Oh, I need to ask Yoirah where they're setting up the concert so my cart can be there.
Time to motherfucking rage.
Yoirah needs to ask that dude where they're setting up the concert.
So that I can ask where the concert's going to be so that my cart can be there.
So you happen to make your way back to town. Sorry, cat just went by outside.
understand.
Brad is secretly half dog.
Yeah. You make your way back to the abandoned warehouse. But this time, when the slit in the door opens up, familiar eyes look at you before you hear a yell from behind it. Hey, Venom! He closes it, and after a couple moments, out comes the dwarf in the high-heeled shoes, or the platform shoes, with the green and black in his beard. He looks at you again. Go ahead.
I thought you were going to say just the dwarf in high heels.
Tonight's for the boys.
Oh my god.
He looks at you. Hey, welcome back. How can I help you? I forget his voice.
It wasn't that, but that's okay.
He's like a one-scene character. It's fine.
No, he's not.
Now
This
he's
is the
the
second
main
scene.
character.
Yep.
Dun dun dun.
2 hours. Hi, Donna.
I'm gonna kidnap this dwarf and make him a recurring character.
No.
Too bad.
I'll remember his voice then.
It might not be the first voice that he had, but...
But,
You had... Where the fuck's this concert? I'm sorry, I've had several sangria.
you're fine.
Just translate that into Yoirah.
It's gonna be at the town square. We're really gonna show them, brass sniffers what's up.
No.
Sniffing. I've forgotten your unusual obsession with the sense of smell.
It's one of us dwarves. It's one of our trademarks.
No.
That seems like a bad idea, my dude.
Where did he say it was?
The town square.
Are you quite sure that this is a good idea?
I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Riots.
Death.
Imprisonment.
Well, to me,
Lots of death.
probably not much. But I'm sure it'll be fine.
It's time for us rebelies to show them people what's for.
Oh, wait. I want to set up, basically, I want to know where the money that he's going to be collecting is going to be going.
So you ask him this. I was gonna have it go back to clubhouse funds for the various parties.
No, you misunderstand me. A
Physically,
physical
where is it
location.
going?
Oh, we were gonna put a lockbox up near the stage, kind of a donation as you go concert.
Thank you, that's what I needed.
Yoirah, are you sure we should do this now since it's a town square?
Do it.
What could possibly be wrong with that?
Aramis flashing back to the guys who threatened him with pointy sticks. Shish kebab?
Don't worry about it.
Just run away.
That's what you did last time.
I feel like I just got lucky.
Well, don't stop then.
Just
But
continue
you're
to be
the
lucky.
smarter of us, so I'll trust you.
Terrible decision, really.
I will do as much as possible to ensure that you get away safely, should the need arise.
I was really hoping that Yoirah was going to say, I will do everything that I can to ensure that the money gets away safely.
What?
What?
I was really hoping that you were going to say, I will do everything I can to ensure that the money gets away safely.
Well, you know, I don't think that really needs said.
Alright, I guess Aramis is just going to work on his outfit.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a disguise check for you.
And I'm going to come to give myself competent.
Gotta be competent.
Give me competence.
Give me competence.
I have a 35 to disguise.
Cool.
You're not incompetent.
So Aramis goes into their room at the tavern, and after a few minutes, a completely different looking person walks out.
Okay.
Aiden makes an obligatory joke about, damn, I didn't even see this one go in.
What?
I was implying that Aramis was getting it on with Aramis in this case.
So, Aramis is like kind of normally long and unruly hair is now straightened down to like kind of cover his face. He has a punk motif going on to fit the scene.
Cool.
And he's like tried to like hide his android-esqueness to make him look more like a human.
Okay, cool.
No, you totally look like an elf.
They'll never see it coming.
Disguise yourself as a very tall dwarf.
Different, which I assume is what you were going for.
So we're attending a concert, though, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
darn!
yeah.
I can't make it. I was in prison.
Connected.
So, is it concert time?
I suppose
It is.
It is indeed.
Cool.
So before I go on stage, Brad, it's going to be my normal cast Seducer's Eyes. And, yeah, Seducer's Eyes.
Okay. Does Yoirah have a transformation before you all get there?
Yes.
Okay.
I help Bigums make big old pot of soup.
So you're in the back making a big old pot of soup.
I pray this goes well.
So Aiden's going to be selling goblin soup. Krahk and Aren, what are you all going to be doing during the concert?
I'll probably walk around the soup, because I'm guessing 12 goblin dogs need a little bit more supervision than one person and one goblin.
That makes sense.
Hey, I put 2 ranks in handle animal.
Oh. Goblins are solid.
Actually, yeah, I have handle animal too, so that'd be a good place for me to be.
And then... Cool, so you all will be with the cart. Alrighty, so you all, after some deliberation, the 5 of you, plus the 12 goblin dogs, plus the goblin, plus the cart, make your way to the town square.
Where are the goblin dogs, Brad?
Leading the cart.
They're not on the map, Brad.
They're there in spirit.
Where are the goblin dogs, Brad? Where are you hiding them?
If I need to make tokens for the 12 goblin dogs, I'll do that when we get there. Why are there 12 goblin dogs in the car?
You will never let me live that down.
Nope.
So you all make your way to the town square. It's, of course, again, in the Golden Arch section of the city. It's mid to late evening at this point, so people are winding down, shops are closing, and everybody's kind of converging on the town square. You get a feeling this is kind of a nightly ritual for people.
Well, we about to fuck it up.
As you get there, people are hustling and bustling throughout it. Whereas there were stalls in the middle of the day that would normally sell weapons, armor, that sort of stuff. Now there's a lot more food stalls, a lot more luxury stalls, that sort of stuff.
Get your soup here. Get your goblin soup here.
You also hear all sorts of music being played everywhere. You guys kind of look around to scout out a spot when catching your eye at the very center are 2 groups of people. One group of people are very proper-looking dwarves wearing fine tailored outfits. And you can see on a stage in front of them, 2 women dancing back and forth, doing like a choral singing.
Is it the same 2 I've upstaged before?
It is.
Completely different person.
Yeah, you're good. You look completely different.
I know. I just feel bad for them.
They are both humans, while a halfling sits between them and just kind of putting on like a musical comedy routine, kind of like poking fun at the city. Very much Weird Al style.
I gotta get some water.
Okay. But like I said, gathered around them are dwarves in fine tailored outfits, kind of chatting amongst themselves. Some of them are just vibing to the music. And then sitting there about 50 feet away, gathered around another stage, this one empty, are the Rebelish. There's hundreds of them, and you see varying colors of green, bright red, orange, as they're all kind of like mingling together. Many of them are holding giant mugs of alcohol, taking drinks of it, and the closer you get this dense smell of tobacco smoke and alcohol being spilled every which way, hitting you. As Aramis, Yoirah, and you all approach, some of them who are from the initial warehouse start cheering as they look at you all. And others join in and start cheering. Very much a mob mentality amongst them.
Get your goblin soup here.
So you start hawking goblin soup?
Yep.
People, most of them dwarves, give your goblin dogs, and especially the goblin, like, horrendous looks of pure hatred. But...
Hey, Brad.
Yeah.
I want to make... First, just a straight charisma check to catch people's attention.
Okay. Not doing it any special way?
Nah, I'm going to get a bowl of soup to help hype it.
Okay. If you're hyping it, I would allow perform oratory. I'm eventually going to make a bard whose shtick is perform oratory, by the way. I just give speeches.
Or fucking slam poetry.
Hell yes.
I'm going to use a display of charisma for this.
Okay. So
I just silently, with my punk rock presence, walk up, grab a bowl, down it, and just silently give a thumbs up.
People fucking riot at this. They're like, you know what? It might be made by a goblin. It might be made out of goblins. I gotta fucking try this.
100% not made of goblins. As far as I know. I don't actually know what's in this shit.
So, over the course of the concert, you make 380 gold.
Damn.
How did the goblins make that much soup?
I feel like there are several things of soup on board. Like, giant cauldrons of it.
Yeah, like, we didn't just make, like, a big soup pot like you would find in a normal kitchen. I bought a witch's cauldron for this wagon, and we filled it the fuck up with soup.
Yeah, you get 380 gold before you finally run out of soup.
Are there the same number of goblins and goblin dogs?
No, I only have one goblin. He's been making soup all day.
Mean, are there the same number of goblins and goblin dogs as when you started the night?
Oh, I double check?
There are the same number.
Yes!
Okay, so it's not made out of goblin dog or this particular goblin.
And I don't know where he would find other goblins.
Krahk and Aren... some people begin to crowd the goblin dogs. Some of the Rebelish do. But, you all, if you want to, can manage to, like, push them away, get space.
For 1 gold, you can pet it.
I'll do that.
They look at you like, we're not going to go that far.
If you pet it, I'm charging you a gold. Everyone takes 5 steps back.
So Yoirah, Dashing Violet, and Aramis,
Is it time?
it's time for you all to, you adorn the stage.
During that motherfucking stage.
A hush emanates from around you in the crowd. You hear the other music in the distance, but in sort of like a movie moment, it all slows down as tension and hype builds in the air from the Rebelish. So, roll perform.
Don't tell me what to...
I am also doing a hum of Inspire Competence, Claire.
Can't the song itself be the Inspire Competence?
I would allow that, actually.
Fair.
What is that? A 3?
2 or 3?
2.
2. Alrighty.
And I'm going to use Display of Charisma.
What did I... Hang on.
And you know what? Nanite Surge.
Oh boy.
All of the bonuses.
I will...
I thought that was Cory's roll.
No.
I was like, what the fuck, Cory?
It's 21. I added a surge to it.
Hell yes.
Why not?
66.
So, combined of 81. And I need...
That's not how math works.
Or not
Also
81,
player.
87. Duh.
What?
What? Claire, we're just doing top 2.
Okay, sure. I know what that is.
It's 85 bread.
What?
Where's their perform skill?
It doesn't exist.
I have one.
13, 26.
Oh, and a situational +2 to anybody in for that performance check to anybody in the audience who thinks Aramis is a fine piece of ass.
Cool. So,
They got really close.
but remember, you guys are combined for 87.
Oh yeah.
So, you all burst into music. Just going in straight in hardcore. The Rebelish explode with energy. Drowning out all the other nearby music. As you guys are performing, you look over and see the 2 humans and the halfling kind of get pissy, and they start going into a harder themselves. While the airwave... Yeah.
Spell song for dancing flare sparks shooting out of Aramis as he sings. Just going into the air.
Remember that for me in a second.
Okay.
So you go... The 2 groups of people start going back and forth. The airwaves distorting as 2 opposition forces of music collide, while you all are very easily winning.
It's not a competition. We're just here to make more money than them. Wait.
Aren, Aiden, and Krahk, roll me a perception check.
He's got a bomb.
I'm gonna do it.
He doesn't have a
you
bomb.
say-
He has a box.
Aren?
Get down, Mr. President.
Do I roll? Sorry.
Perception.
Yeah, perception.
Hot damn. Roll 20. 29. That's the highest I can get.
And
Aiden,
21.
Aiden and Krahk, from both of your up-high positions, one of them just being natural height, the other being on a cart, you guys happen to notice a dwarf walking around amongst the Rebelish with a box on his back, kind of like the Demon Slayer guy box, except the top's open. He occasionally stops, and you see the Rebelish reaching in, pulling out vials of something.
Oh no.
And he's making his way around the crowd.
I barrel my way through the crowd to grab one of these vials. What's in it? Is it labeled?
It is not.
Is it something I've seen before as a person who specializes in thrown weaponry?
What's the knowledge alchemy thing? Craft? No?
That would be to make it. I feel like you could identify it with something else.
I forget, what's the identifier for it? For alchemical substances.
I don't fucking know.
Knowledge Arcana?
1 second.
Maybe.
That or
I think it actually uses craft alchemy to identify.
I think so.
I think it is. Yeah.
It's a DC 10 craft alchemy check for common alchemical items.
This is a common alchemical item.
Which means you can do it untrained.
No, I can't. I rolled a 5.
I look over him at it. I even know less about it.
You know what?
retroactively
Tell me
surge.
about it.
I can't reach it with a surge.
I would need a 5 on a d6, so I just look at the guy. What is this?
Oh, it's the fun stuff, man.
And that is...
He looks at you. You don't know what it is?
I wasn't told.
Give it a toss.
Oh god.
Throw it at him.
Aiden's constantly inebriated to some degree. What's a good target in tossing range?
You are in a crowd of people.
Just throw it in the ground.
I'm not going to throw it at my feet.
Please don't blow anything up. Please don't.
I
blow
don't...
anything
In
up.
character, I don't know that it's alchemist fire. I can assume out of character that it's alchemist fire.
You could. There's plenty of like open space.
I have throw anything.
Nothing.
I'll yeet it in an open square.
So you rear back and you just chuck it.
Oh god.
A square has a DC of 5.
DC of 5. Yep.
I basically just need to not roll a 1. Ta-da!
You sit there. You go, okay.
Fuck it, I'm
no.
drunk. Whee!
You chuck it and it sails through the air, glistening in the evening sunlight, before it crashes down on the ground and an explosion of fire rears up from it. And around you, you hear intense cheering and see more bottles of alchemist fire fly up into the air, crashing down around you all.
Aren stops cheering
Oh,
and just screams, "Hold it!"
Stop this shit.
Diplomacy?
Hang on, wait, no, I have an actual feat for this.
Claire does.
I'm gonna call a fucking truce.
I'm going to spend a full round action to drink, because that's how I get feats. I'm
Are you
gonna get...
the alchemist fire?
I'm gonna see if improved steel is a feat that exists.
There's my diplomacy, Brad.
Okay. And then we have Claire's thing.
Do it.
Hang on,
I don't want to.
Michael,
Claire.
shut up.
So at 6th level, I gained the ability to, as a full round action, get 2 combat feats.
Okay.
I now have improved steel
Alright,
and improved
Brad.
disarm.
Okay. Yes.
What's the charisma modifier of the creature with the highest charisma modifier in the opposing group?
We will say 2.
Okay,
The Revelation are not terribly charismatic.
No.
so I spend a use of mythic power, and I get a 40.
40?
Yep.
almost everyone in the crowd stops. There's a couple people like still vibing along with alchemist fire in their hands, but it's like 2 or 3. They just can't read the crowd. But everyone else stops.
So, with my improved disarm, can I take the alchemist fire from these fuckers?
It's gonna be a lot of checks.
I meant specifically the ones that are still vibing.
Yeah.
Aramis, like, addresses the crowd. Who brought these?
Oh, don't worry. He's next on my list.
The guy with the box raises his hand. Venom told me to, man.
Is Venom in the crowd?
Perception.
Mm. 10. 27.
You see a few people who look like Venom in the crowd.
Aiden, like, shouts, "Hey, keep playing!" And he goes back to walking towards the first person who's vibing with Alchemist Fire, and with a 21, I assume, takes it. Just
Yeah.
yeet!
As long as you don't fumble, you take the alchemist fire.
You said there was like 2 or 3?
3. Yep.
And then I'm going towards the dude with the box.
I walk around straight and just hold out my hand to them.
Give. I am a paladin. I cannot allow this.
People start giving you their alchemist fire, looking a little bit downed. Does the music resume?
After I make an intimidate check to make sure nobody does any more horse shit.
Fair.
There's no need.
Yeah, a truce is
A
held.
truce has been called.
Why would you want to intimidate them? You're performing for them.
You want them to give you money.
Fair enough. Music resumes.
Now, what's the bonus that he gets against steal maneuvers for me taking a box off his back?
You can't technically steal that, I don't believe.
Oh.
He's got Skyrim feet.
No, he doesn't.
I do have improved steal.
That's the one.
Also, steal that and we could sell all these alchemist fires.
That is the goal, yes.
So, the guy's just sitting there with the alchemist fire, kind of looking at you all.
Put my arm around his shoulder. We're going on a walk. As I take him back towards Krahk and Aren.
You all walk back towards Krahk and Aren. He's with you. And it's at this point, you guys hear some shuffling from behind you.
Shuffling?
Shuffling.
Oh.
Shuffling?
Oh no, not shuffling.
Time to
Duel!
As you happen to notice...
cards and decks and shuffling. It's funny.
It was. I was amused.
You happen to notice, starting to surround the crowd,
Wine bread.
5 people, 5 dwarves even,
Dwarves aren't people.
in spiky armor. They're starting to put out some of the fires, and they're kind of giving you all dirty looks before they start to approach even more.
These are the guards we don't like, right?
They are.
That don't actually have any authority.
You don't know that part.
Yo, pigs. We stopped the fireworks.
Who died? Okay, it's back.
The lead one, who happens to be the one nearest to Krahk, Aren, and Aiden,
That's in character, by the way.
yells out, "We're here on behalf of Ironforge Mountain to stop such tomfoolery."
We already stopped it.
You're a little late.
Yeah. I raise up.
And a little man.
Somewhere else.
Do you have permission to run this concert?
Yes.
Here's permission. And Yoirah just gives him the finger.
Oh no.
Just gives him the finger.
So you give him the finger. He looks there angry. And he gives hand orders to the two flanking ones who start to go into the crowds to grab people of the Red Leash.
I just put my hand up and I say, stop now, it's all under control now. There's no need to escalate anything.
If not under control, Aiden's gonna 5-foot step.
Oh boy.
It's not under control. It's time for a thing.
Okay, what's the thing?
Hang on.
I don't wanna.
Well, you don't have to.
While Yoirah's doing Yoirah's thing, what's his CMD?
Yes. Yes, this one.
His CMD is it him? No. He has a CMD of... Where the fuck's your CMD, dude?
It's hidden.
It basically is.
It's time to use Dazzling Display. I'm gonna intimidate these fucks.
Do it.
Do it. Well, I look for CMD.
Do it.
Do it.
Bam.
So it should be
There.
a base attack.
And 60 feet.
20. 10 against Bull Rush.
This is not a bull
Bam.
rush. He's disarmed. I have a Bardiche now.
He yells out, "Guards, to me!"
I yell out, Riot!
No.
Do you yell out riot?
Does the 29 intimidate them? Are they cowed? Do they back the fuck up?
So a couple things happen.
I don't actually yell riot, but I do mock the dude with his Bardiche.
What?
Is that with a +2?
No, it's a 31 then.
Yes.
So you yell out for them to stop. They go back to the guard who has called for them. And,
Fuck off, pigs.
it's roll initiative time.
Damn it.
Yoirah just starts rapidly swinging the elven curved blade, chanting ACAB. Can you add us to initiative?
Yes.
18.
Me
6.
too.
Oh, 20.
Bam. Get fucked.
Okay.
How you guys do the fancy initiative?
What?
I just don't know how you guys do the fancy initiative.
Oh, it's
They have to
Sure.
back up.
No.
I'm so fancy.
that
5.
is actually a 16, though.
Okay, you got the 9, I got the 5.
Okay. I
Oh,
set
okay.
Krahk to 16 because he has a -2. It was using Doomka's thing.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta make different buttons, you fuck.
I don't wanna.
Michael. Or you can just make one button and have it ask you for the bonus.
But
Like,
Oh, in that
That's
case.
lame.
it's not. It's a better way to do it. It's more generic.
What was Aiden's?
7. I was using
But I'm
the
stupid.
wrong one.
Well, I can't. Okay.
What was Aramis's initiative?
18.
You said Krahk is... Was Krahk's actual initiative?
16.
Okay, it's right.
Yeah. Quick fact: you can players can right-click their own thing and set the initiative.
Okay, it just won't let you add them to initiative. That's so dumb. And... They will
Hang on,
move...
let me read.
Do what?
Don't worry about it.
Oh no. Who has the best initiative from them? Probably the +3.
going to be literal crowd control because I don't want these guys, the mobs, to make this worse.
On the plus side,
I was going to give them the order to advance.
On the plus side, if the mobs do go against each other, Yoirah can take the entire chest instead of just our air quotes fair share from tonight's proceeds.
Yeah.
Also, where's my rogue during all of this?
Who gives
You
a
have not
fuck?
seen your rogue lately. So first, are you all resuming playing?
Are we what?
Are you resuming playing music?
Fuck no, it's time to teach the pigs a lesson.
Oh
I mean,
boy.
I'm still playing because guard.
Go
What's the
ahead.
name of that song?
Roll me perception, or not perception. Perform, Cory.
Fuck the police?
No.
Is that the song you think?
Son of no generation.
What the fuck?
You know the song.
Oh, I
don't
know.
My generation, my generation.
I don't think that's it.
This is so bad, please stop.
Cool.
D7.
Or what?
Perform.
Badass perform.
Are you
Oh,
keeping
God.
track of how much mythic power you're spending?
Yes, I have one more.
Okay.
So, to set the scene, shit's about to happen at the front of the crowd. Aramis has resumed performing, as well as the bards on the other stage. Things feel heated from both sides. And first, in initiative, we have Yoirah.
Alrighty. It's time to do a thing.
Do it.
This is an Inspire Courage song, by the way, Brad.
Okay.
Hang on. Okay. Yoirah speaks Dwarven. Okay. So Yoirah just literally shouts something or Violet shouts something to the effect of "Fuck 'em up, gang," and then spends a mythic power to give all allies a move action.
Are you treating the crowd as your allies?
Indeed.
Oh, God.
Can I move you? Oh, I can.
Yeah, I'm finished.
Oh god.
Just look over and
So,
wiggle.
there is now a crowd surrounding the Bardiche warriors and Krahk, Aiden, and Aren.
That's a swift action.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take a move action to get here,
Okay.
and then a standard action to cast haste
Cool.
On who?
on all of my allies. Just kidding, it's only a certain number. I don't think I can give it to literally everybody.
That would be awesome, though.
Just have a hyped up crowd of rebel-ish just fucking going crazy.
Does this guy still have the box full of alchemist fire?
Nobody has taken it off of him yet.
I was working on it, and then we got attacked by Bardiche people.
So, Aiden, Krahk, Aren, the dwarf with the box, Yoirah, and alas, Aramis is too far away. So,
I'm fine with this.
that's it.
Give it to the goblin.
Yes, the goblin gets haste.
Oh, fuck yes. Alrighty, is that your turn?
The goblin has the high ground. Yep, that's it.
Aramis, you see in front of you the crowd in an unnatural burst of speed surround the fight that's about to ensue. Yoirah has jumped into the crowd, casting a spell, and
It's important to note that Yoirah would have just fucking taken the lockbox. This is entirely Violet's doing.
Oh, Dashing Violet. When Brad was recording the intro, I thought he said Dashing Violent.
I mean, it also fits.
It does, that tracks, but...
I thought that was the name for a second.
No.
So, Aramis, you get a special combat.
I get a what?
You get a special combat.
Is this the Battle of the Bands?
You are now ensued in a battle of the bands.
Psychic band duel.
Psychic band duel.
Remember how I had you track your special HP, attack, and armor?
Oh god, I think I still have that open.
I hope so.
I do.
I
do.
You have 3 targets. You have 2 human bards and a halfling heckler. You can attack any of those 3 using your special attack against their special defense. And basically, it's going to be a fight of willpower.
Oh boy, so me versus all of them.
On the bright side, while both sides are standing, the respective people who are their allies are under the effects of Bardic Performance, Inspire Courage.
Kick their ass.
Oh.
What would happen if I just opened up a pit in the middle of their stage?
You know what? They probably wouldn't be able to play.
Alright.
Oh god, Brad, I'm completely, blanking now. I have a plan.
You got this.
So you have the option, I'll let you maintain their performance for free.
Like you always do.
Yep. You have the option to either attack, willpower-wise, the other people, or to cast your own spells and such. But they will be attacking you.
I guess I'm going to attack. So my options, Dancer 1, 2, and Heckler, right?
Yes.
Let's go with Dancer 1.
Okay.
Let's knock out the performers with my psychic powers now, if that is happening.
Okay.
And so, how does that work again?
So roll attack plus your base attack bonus plus your casting modifier.
Okay. Base attack bonus. 4. Casting modifier. 4. And do I add Inspire Courage to this?
Yes.
Okay.
What'd you roll?
Oof. 17.
17 hits.
And now what?
I had damage somewhere here. 1 second.
No seconds.
So, if I remember what I had written down right, I'm pretty sure its base damage is 1d6 plus half casting modifier. But if you use a spell, it goes up to 1d8 plus full casting modifier.
Okay, so I'll use a spell.
Okay.
Does it matter what spell level it is?
Nope. Just expend a spell slot.
Alright, I will expend a first level spell slot. So it's 1d8 plus full casting mod?
Yep.
Five.
Cool.
So she takes 5 psychic damage as I watch Claire make a spiral around everybody.
Oh no.
Oh,
An
God,
unexpected
Claire.
error.
Map tool crashed.
Yep. Map tool is trying to crash.
My bad, I stopped.
What were you even doing?
I didn't realize that my actions had consequences.
The Sangria Zoomies.
I went back for more.
So +6 and +7. So these 3 attacks are coming for you, Aramis.
And what's my psychic AC?
It's your 10 plus armor plus casting stat.
Okay.
Also, natural armor and other stuff applies.
Basically, you swap decks for your casting stat.
Yep.
So-
Oh shit.
Fuck. Did they roll 20? They fucking.
Does a 18 confirm?
Hold up. So 10.
I hope
plus-
not.
It's your normal AC, except instead of dex, you add charisma.
Yes.
Okay, that brings it up by 2. So my AC is 19.
Okay, so they do not confirm. Second one misses. Third one misses. So you take.
Goodbye.
So you take 5 psychic damage.
Baby, come back.
Hello.
Hey, you're back.
Krahk.
Hey, sorry, my internet, my Discord did that thing.
How dare you?
How dare
Yeah.
Krahk, it is your turn.
I 5-foot step, pull out my warhammer for self-defense, and I just put up my other hand and say, "Stop this!" And then after an action, if they try and hit me or Aiden, I'm gonna smack a bitch.
This tracks.
But Aren, they can smack around, no problem.
Well, I can't reach Aren.
Speaking of Aren, it's your turn.
Wait, no. Can I change where my 5-foot step was?
Yeah.
I didn't even see there was a spot open there.
They have reach weapons.
Yeah, I'll smack him anyway.
Okay.
Actually, the one to the left of me does not have a reach weapon.
Yeah.
Correct.
He is weaponless.
I told him stop. I don't know if I need to make a check or anything. Combat's going, so
Yeah.
probably it's very unreceptive.
They'll take it into consideration.
And then they'll ignore it.
Aren, it's your turn.
So Katie's turn.
Yes.
Yeah. Alright. Doop.
What was that?
No, sorry. We fighting the guys in the green cloaks now?
No, you guys are fighting the red outlines.
The red outlines. Okay, so I'm really close. Okay,
Yes.
I'm gonna hit the Bardiche 5.
Alright. So you are attacking Bardiche 5?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a full round action, so I'm gonna hit it twice.
Okay. Roll 2 attacks.
Claire,
What?
why do you have a line of 300 feet?
No.
17 hits. 22 hits.
Oh, good. Sweet.
Roll 2 damage.
Sweet.
Them's the same
Yeah,
gray
they're
as
separate.
zombies.
Yo, you can go real far.
Can I roll them together?
Yeah.
I'm up to 15,000 feet now.
Claire.
Alright, I'll stop. I'm sorry.
11
That
damage.
sucks. That does.
I don't know how to stop. I think I broke it.
No.
Yes.
Aiden, it's your
Oh,
turn.
no,
Okay, there it
good.
goes.
Now I fixed it.
Sorry, I'm listening to the madness.
You have a Bardiche in your hand that you can treat as a +1 Bardiche.
Because it's a +1 Bardiche?
No, because of your claws.
Oh. In that case,
Arsenal, kid.
I'm gonna use that +1 bonus in a way it was not intended.
Okay.
Because the only dude within... Oh, shit. The dude in... Can you... do you threaten through an occupied square with a reach weapon?
I'm going to say no. Do you threaten through a square with a reach weapon? Like, so, does Bardiche 5 threaten Aiden with Krahk in the way? You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just 10 feet.
See, I thought having somebody in the way stopped
No,
that.
Krahk is not threatened because
Yeah, I'm not threatened, but Aiden is threatened.
Okay.
5-foot step.
Okay.
And now that I'm within their reach, they can't attack. He doesn't threaten me.
Yes.
right.
I'm going to spend a mythic power point to make an attack
Okay.
against Bardiche 2.
Okay.
Ask me
What?
how.
How are you attacking him?
With the Bardiche. And throw anything.
Bardiche 2 all the way at the top?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
You know how you said it's a +1 weapon now?
It is. 22 hits.
Yeet! And if that missed, I was going to be able to roll again because of Swift Strike.
So, Krahk and Aren, between the two of you, a Bardiche comes flying past you with magical energy zipping off of it. And the crowd goes fucking wild when it hits.
How much damage am I rolling for this? It's an improvised weapon with the way I'm using it.
It's normally a D10, so I'm gonna say, let's go with a D8. Yeah, ranged spear's a D8, so...
Yep. I need water.
Yes, you do.
You thirsty.
Oh, yeah.
4, 5...
It's a +2, correct, Cory?
Yup.
10 damage.
Just so I'm not having to remind everybody.
The crowd lets out a sonorous yip as the Bardiche clangs between two pieces of spiked armor. The guy grunts and pulls it out, tossing it to the ground with blood trailing behind it.
Let me mark my use of mythic power.
And is that your turn?
No, that was just a swift action.
Oh shit, that's right.
Oh, Brad, no. I'm about to fuck this dude up.
I'm about to end this man's whole career.
I'm going to flurry of blows.
Okay.
Or brawler's flurry, whatever. But I'm replacing the first one with a disarm. And we'll go from there.
$22 hits.
You mean disarms?
Yeah. CMD, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I now have a second Bardiche.
Okay.
And then I'm going to dirty trick this motherfucker. Plus 16, plus 18.
Say your attack or disarm.
Just that's dirty trick.
Okay, that hits.
He is blinded for at least one round, probably more.
Okay.
For every 5 that I beat the DC by.
3 rounds.
Cool.
1 plus every 5,
Yeah.
right? Okay, yeah, 3 rounds.
So he's blind for 3 rounds. That's only my first 2 attacks. I'm hasted. Fuck. So I have 1 more at my full bonus. This will just be an attack. And he's flat-footed because he's fucking blind.
Yes. Hey, Pupper. $26 hits.
Alright, so I'm rolling 2 attacks worth of damage.
Cool. And is this Bardiche 3? Yes.
And it's unarmed strike. I'm not trying to hit him with his own Bardiche. Screw that.
And just tell me how much damage.
15.
Cool. And is that your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Give me 1 second.
Are we prepared to, like... Yeah?
We've got the Triforces of Wisdom and Courage. We only need power.
I can inflict more status effects. It's okay. We'll get there.
Okay, so... It is their turn. It's a move action to unblind yourself, right?
Yes.
So, bottom guy will take a move action to unblind himself.
And then he just gets the dirt out of his eyes to see Aiden with his tongue out, like, I have your Bardiche. I have your Bardiche.
He is still disarmed. But here's a fun fact. So this guy takes a 5-foot step. We'll get these movements done first. Okay.
They seem to be a little too far away there.
Hmm?
Do they have something that increases their movement speed?
No, they don't. That's right. So move him back 10 feet each. Actually, he started here.
They are dwarves.
That still gets done what they need done. So first, Aiden, you have 2 attacks coming at you.
Are they...
Do they have improved unarmed strike?
They have spiked armor.
Oh, okay.
Masterwork spiked armor at that.
I've never been attacked with spiked armor before.
Does a 14 hit you? I assume not.
No.
Does a plus 2...
Krahk have a prepared action for when people tried to fuck shit up? He was going to fuck the motherfucker up.
Yeah.
In 1 second.
I smacked Bardiche once, like, I told you to fucking stop.
Add plus 4 to both of those. Does an 18 or a 21 hit?
No, I have an AC of 22.
Cool. So the 2 of them rear back, putting their shoulders down, and ram into you from each side, but you manage to gracefully slink to the side to where they hit each other. Krahk, your prepared action goes off.
Yeah, I told them to fucking stop. Yeah, the buffs. I got haste and inspired courage. Is there any other buffs active?
No.
Seems odd that people who specialize in reach weapons would invest in armor spikes.
Blame the NPC codex.
Nice. Oh. Power attack!
To be fair, armor spikes lets them have an attack for when someone inevitably tries to take advantage of the fact that they can't attack someone at 5 feet.
Yes.
18.
18 hits.
They get smacked.
Smack him with that damage. And tell me how much damage.
2d6 plus 10.
Also, this armor is apparently shit if their AC is less than 18.
I think I just have really bad decks.
Fun fact, if we get enough gold, Meatball's chest spikes that he got can become armored spikes.
How much damage was it, Michael?
I have no use for
13 damage.
Okay.
And I just shut him. I said, fucking stop!
So you smack him upside the head. The one behind you will take a 5-foot step and take a swing at Krahk.
Alright, tell me the roll, but don't tell me the rules. Hey, no, that doesn't matter. Just...
What?
Alright. No, that ain't gonna happen. Sudden block.
Oh boy.
Mythic power, they roll again and my AC is now 27. But no, it's just lowered the 2, so it would have already missed.
Okay. So, he steps back and takes a swing at you with his bardiche and misses clear of your face.
Oh wait, no, I didn't need to do that. Haste gives me a +1 to AC. Never mind, the first one missed. I don't use mythic power.
Gosh, Michael, pay attention.
My sheet does stuff without telling me.
Damn it, Michael.
And then the 2 other angry bardiche people will take another swing at Krahk. 24 misses.
Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum.
27
And-
is the magic number right now.
1 at Aiden. 14 misses. So these guys work in unison, though. Blind Rage is kind of overcoming them at the moment as they make wild swings or do stupid things like headbutt each other with their spiked armor. And that's their turn. Yoirah, it's your turn.
All right.
I forgot bonuses, but we're not going to retroact that. They still missed. Cool. Anyway.
Wait, does the dwarf with the box not get to yeet some alchemist fire?
He is under the effect of cease.
That lasts for a minute, and it stops once like anybody attacks anybody else.
He did not eat alchemist fire yet then.
Well, I gave him haste for a reason. But alright.
He's slow. It takes him a turn.
That's what the haste is for.
He's just extra jittery. Like, the fuck's going
To be
on?
fair, he just had a lot of conflicting things just happen all at once.
Yeah.
Stop. Okay, wait, no, now do it.
What?
That's basically what Box Dude's reaction is. What?
I don't understand.
That's because you're drunk, Claire.
Probably.
Okay, but what is Yoirah's turn look
Your
like?
dashing violet is going to cast a snowball at a bitch.
Oh, fuck. Cast it at a bitch.
Which bitch?
Number 5.
Hey, fuck him up.
Doo-doo.
Is that the sound Snowball makes?
That's the sound the snowball makes. That's the sound a snowball makes. Alright,
Nice.
hang on. It's... oh shit.
Ooh, roll to confirm. You confirm.
Cool.
Crit ball.
Crit ball to the face.
39 cold damage.
Oh,
Damn.
fuck.
Large number 5.
Is he unconscious? He is looking a lot worse for wear. He kind of freezes up as snow and ice encrusts his face and neck region. And is that your turn?
Then I'm gonna spend a move action and a use of mythic power to use dazzling display again.
Okay.
Does a 28 intimidate these fucks?
They are more intimidated now.
Does that give them the shaken condition or the frightened
Yes.
condition? Or...
Gives them shaken.
I don't yet have the feat that lets me make them frightened.
Okay. Aramis. Concert time.
Yep. So I'm going to use another first level spell and another
Why are the
psychic
people on
attack.
the other stage still playing when we're killing people in the streets?
Because we're now engaged in a psychic duel, apparently.
Basically.
We're the band from Titanic. Just keep playing.
God damn it!
The first roll of the bardic performance skill. The show will go on.
need to, like, refresh myself of what my, what I rolled last time for...
Should be a plus 10 to attack.
Yeah, it was a 4 plus 4 plus 2.
Yep, plus 10. You actually hit because they suck.
The 1d8 plus
4.
Is that right?
Yep.
I thought these guys had magic weapons last time.
9 at the enter 1.
Did they have magic weapons?
Pretty sure they did.
I think they do,
The
actually.
dancers?
No.
The Bardiche motherfuckers.
Oh, they do have magic weapons. The numbers have been right. I just forgot they were magic weapons. So you overwhelm one of the dancers. As she goes down and just kind of goes to the back of the stage to catch her breath.
Fuck you, lady.
And that is the power of rock and roll.
You get 2 attacks coming at you.
The magic number was 20 what?
Less than 25, I think.
Yeah.
More
But
than 19.
actually it was 19.
Oh, 2 hits.
Unless haste applies to this right now.
No.
Oh, that'd be funny though.
14 of the psychic damage.
Okay. I think my psychic HP now is...
Wait, doesn't haste actually apply because it's a dodge bonus? It's not a dex bonus.
I thought it was a dex. If it's a dodge bonus, then...
How are you dodging the music?
Yeah.
The same way natural armor applies.
And normal armor. I'll allow it, so let's redo that.
So it's 1 hit.
It is a dodge bonus, yep.
So 7 damage. Perfectly half.
So, Fuck, what was I at before?
This is some Scott Pilgrim shit right here.
It is. That is very much the inspiration.
53 minus 7 is 40... something.
It is Krahk's turn.
5-foot step over here.
Okay.
I said stop! I'm gonna use a stare action to do cleave on Bardiche number 5.
Okay.
They're not adjacent.
Mythic cleave means they don't have to be.
Then you should have specified that.
But it's just a thing that happens. Regular cleave is mythic cleave now.
Mythic cleave him, Michael.
I'm a mythic air asses. No.
Oh,
Hero point?
sure.
Oh, come on now. Just accept it.
No.
Hero point has been used.
You.
27 hits.
Okay.
I have 1 reroll for somebody if there's a real bad botch.
14 damage to the first one,
Okay.
and then cleave goes to the second one.
First one falls unconscious.
Nice. And 17 on the second one.
17 hits on the second one. Or is that the damage?
17 was the hit.
Okay.
19 damage.
Which Bardiche number is that? 2.
Yeah.
How much damage again?
19.
Thought so. So you swing back and cleave through the 2 of them. The first one falls unconscious underneath the blow and actually gets dragged along a bit. Because flavor.
Yeah.
Before a resounding thud into the second one, and he lets out a gasp of air. And do you do anything else?
Nope. That is it. Well, let me see if Divine Bond is action that is.
Okay.
I think it's a standard, so it's moot, but
It might be a swift.
Nope, standard. Okay, so that's my turn.
Okay. Aren, it's your turn.
Sweet. So I don't have control of Aren.
Oh, do you not?
Does.
How about now?
Yeah. All
Cool.
good.
Damn.
Um.
Little mustache was as high res as the meatball.
So the triangle means they're dead.
No, the triangle means they're disarmed.
Yes.
Oh, sweet. Okay. So I'm gonna hit this triangle one here for each one.
Okay. So +2 to
Four
inspire, +2 for flanking.
Sweet.
+1 for haste, so +5. On top of your normal attack.
Who's this gambler motherfucker?
We'll get to him.
Yeah, he's progressively getting closer.
Donna.
Woo!
Roll to confirm.
And then you
Is
get
that
another
for
attack
+2?
for haste.
Oh yeah, I do. That's true. That's sweet.
You forgot the +5 on that third one, so the crit does confirm.
I did. Oh, sweet. Okay, awesome.
And then one more attack.
So let me do my...
That hits.
Also,
I'm guessing.
you should have 2 man-to-hand attacks at this level because you're a 6th level fighter now.
Yes.
That's true.
Which gives you one more at a -5.
Yep.
Sweet. Okay.
.27 hits. So roll
Okay.
roll
So
4
that's
amounts of
4
damage.
attacks, 1 crit.
Yep. So
Alright.
whatever your normal damage is times 5.
Lots of damage. This dude gonna die.
Yeah, he's not gonna have a good day. I thought that was Katie's roll, and I was very confused.
Katie, did you take a feat at 6th level?
I haven't leveled up yet, I'm sorry.
Okay, you took improved 2-weapon fighting. Hit him again.
I'll allow it.
Does Katie consent to this?
I do.
I should have reminded you guys to level up, so I'll allow this.
That's the best feat for you to take. Trust me. Just hit him again.
Hit him again.
This guy's gonna die.
Do
Like
it.
this
Do it
guy.
again.
This guy's not going unconscious. He's gonna die.
That's at a -5, but it doesn't matter.
Roll to confirm again.
You're still a cop. Yeah.
Jesus motherfucking Christ.
Remember the -5 this time.
I will. It confirms. Boom.
So roll your damage
All this damage
times
is
7.
7 times damage. Yep.
Yep.
Damn! This dude explodes.
Bam.
Basically.
But only add 5 times the inspire courage. Because
Okay.
you don't multiply that.
Okay.
Wait, it's a
So,
do you? I don't know. Somebody who's more sober than I am, tell Katie whether or not you multiply that on a crit.
I think you do. I think it's just
Yeah,
not
'cause it's
precision.
precision damage.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
a morale bonus to damage.
Alright, so just.
This dude die. This dude die.
I want to see the damage. Just
Does this dude just now have a bunch of craters in him?
yeah, basically.
okay.
So you all happen to look over at Aren, like flicking the meteor hammer back and forth, just hitting this guy multiple times. Spikes on the armor flying off in each direction. Craters being left in the chest, in the side, and the face. And then damage.
Let's do it.
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Do it, Katie. Do it.
How dead is this guy?
He couldn't possibly be more dead, except...
Less.
Okay, so I get +1, right, from haste, and then...
No, haste doesn't apply to damage.
Okay, yeah,
You
you're
have
right.
a +2 from Inspire Courage. So it's
Okay.
your flat bonus that you already have, +2 from Inspire Courage. That's it.
Okay. So I hit him 7 times?
Yep.
basically?
Yes.
Okay.
Ba-dum. How dead is
But I
this
think my
guy?
headphones are about to die here soon, so...
I think we're almost done with this encounter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably... $67.
You smack the fuck out of this guy, and he crumples onto the ground as with each hit you hear snapping of bones.
Oof.
You didn't have a good day. Aiden, it's your turn.
I turn to the nearest non-combative dwarf, and I point at the Bardiche and raise my eyebrow.
The nearest non-combative dwarf is the dwarf with a box.
Oh, I was talking about like in the crowd.
Oh,
I was talking about like a crowd dwarf. Like, hey, who can use this?
one of them raises his hand.
Move action to toss it in his direction.
He catches. And then you hear a triumphant yell from the crowd, which, by the way, went fucking crazy at Aren's display.
We've now gone from a tenuous argument of self-defense to arming a rioting crowd.
And you know what? I thought it was going to be Aramis's fault there was a riot. Nope, it's Aiden.
You really should have known. 5 foot step.
Who'd have thunk it?
5 foot step.
Okay.
This man has a Bardiche.
Yeah.
He shouldn't.
Make him stop that.
Does a 24 take his Bardiche?
Yes.
Krahk,
Yoink.
how much do you trust me?
I'm questioning that today.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you about to do?
Mythic power, sudden strike. I'm gonna try and throw this Bardiche at the dude fighting Krahk.
Oh, God. -4 because melee.
I get to roll
Wait, where's
twice.
he throwing this?
Precise shot. You don't have it, bitch.
I don't at all. Because it's from my sudden strike, I get to roll twice and take the best one. So
Okay.
I get 2 tries. Does a 16 hit?
16 hits.
Cool. I don't need to re-roll. Actually, let's re-roll just in case it's a crit.
Is that with the -4?
Yeah, that's with the -4.
Okay.
The second one wasn't a crit, so we're just gonna ignore it.
So the Bardiche goes sizzling through the air, hitting Bardiche 2.
Sizzling.
16 damage.
It ends up impaling itself in between 2 pieces of armor at his hip. He does like the Jim Carrey, or not Jim, yeah, Jim Carrey, like the Ace Ventura thing where he's like, what the fuck? Before he grabs it and slings it out towards the crowd.
Meaning that he has also armed the crowd now. It's not just me!
You still have more turn.
No. Move action to give that dude a weapon. 5 foot step. Standard action to take the Bardiche. Swift action and a mythic power to throw it. I have nothing else I can do.
So a few things happen right now. After seeing their leader get fucking murdered, And 2 of them are unarmed. They flee into the crowd.
They treat the crowd as a difficult terrain because they're not their allies.
Yep, that's why they're stopping at the crowd. And then 10 feet, 10 feet, 10 feet. The crowd at this time swarms.
We're on your side.
There are troop rules for this. They can be a troop.
They can.
Do it.
They all gather up before pushing into... Some of these guys get to move twice, but that's because they're special. Into the other crowd, fighting them.
Fuck.
Can I see Dashing Violet from where I am?
Yes, because they are moving in this direction.
I, look pointedly at Dashing Violet and look pointedly at the chest, and then look pointedly at my cart.
You get a wave.
Cool.
Speaking of your cart, the gambler...
It has 12 goblin dogs. I'm assuming that the crowd gives it a wide berth.
The gambler pulls up a harp.
Oh no. I spent a lot of money on this, Brad.
And he aims at the cart.
I spent a lot of money on this, Brad.
You also helped start a riot. There are consequences.
No, Aiden doesn't have consequences. That's for poor people.
When did this fuck become relevant?
He has been here. High bad, low bad.
Hi, bad.
High bad always. Woo!
So, as he goes to pluck the harp...
Like a fucking bow and arrow.
Yes. Some of the dwarves jostle into him and it goes flying from his hands.
What happens? Did the whole harp flies, or he just loses the strings?
The whole harp flies.
Whee!
And it lands right between Aiden and the gambler.
And I saw all this, right?
Yes.
Alright.
We're going to say combat's over at this point. Purely narrative flow.
I look at,
Unless you guys are chasing the Bardiches.
No, but I'm going after that harp. Because this motherfucker just tried to use it as a weapon. So I imagine we lock eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Is he a dwarf?
He is.
I'm faster.
So you two race towards it, but his oversized girth causes it to be a bit slower. You guys are both wading through the crowd of people when you finally get your hand on the harp.
As soon as I have my hand on the harp, I shout, Yoirah, advance!
Does Yoirah advance?
Why not?
Advance!
Yoirah advances.
Advances over this way.
Are you targeting the crowd again, too?
Sure. Go.
Aiden,
I
you
just love seeing him go. We're inside the stage now.
Aiden takes off back towards the cart. Like, he's ripping the door open. He's whistling. Everybody! Goblin soup! So I have a positive modifier to handle animal now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to have the goblin dogs perform a trick.
Okay.
That trick is pull the goddamn cart.
Okay.
I fail.
Reroll. I'll use my last mythic power to get
I succeed.
The goblin dogs look scared as alchemist fire are once again flying. By the way, the dwarf with the box is gone. You don't see him. He got hasted. He is somewhere.
He got hasted and advanced. He was like, I'm out!
Alchemist fire flying in every direction. The market square is catching on fire, smoke filling the air.
I drive up in front of Yoirah in the chest. Y'all need a ride?
Yep.
I wait for everybody to get on the cart, and we're leaving town.
Can I even perceive this because I'm stuck in psychic hell?
Yeah, once all hell broke loose and their stage started to catch on fire, Battle of the Bands stopped. You won.
We're leaving town.
So you all get on the cart and you start jetting your way down the streets.
The crowd's that way. We're going the other way.
You start mushing through the streets, and it's pure chaos behind you that's evolving, slowly expanding out as people are running, screaming for their lives. You have incited one riot.
I tossed the harp to Aramis. Got you a present. Someone tried to use it to blow up my cart.
I look at them and go, what the hell was that?
That was business, baby.
That was
Showbiz,
the funnest concert I've ever fucking done.
So you guys continue through the streets, people giving you...
Banned from a concert ever.
People are giving you bizarre, strange looks as you're jetting down the street with 12 goblin dogs leading the way. They're viciously biting and gnawing your head as people run the fuck away for
as
good
soon as
reason.
we turn a corner so we can no longer see the chaos, I'll slow them down so that when we approach the gates, we're approaching at a normal, not running from a riot speed.
So you approach the gates, and it's the same guard who let you all into the city.
The only one we're missing is my rogue, and that motherfucker hadn't been seen since he fucked up the heist, so...
At this point, you hear alarm bells ringing through the city. You see people hupping with buckets of water through the streets behind you. And the cleric is sitting inside a toll booth at the arch. And he's leaning out, looking around the cart. He looks up at you. The fuck happened back there?
I don't fucking know. A bunch of people in leather and spikes and fire and...
Roll me bluff.
Actually, I say nothing. Aramis.
Yeah, Violet just leans out the window. Showbiz.
Leaving the city then.
Yes, as quickly as 12 goblin dogs will take me.
He looks over the cart. Nope, no goods sold. Go ahead and get out of here.
I'm crying.
You guys should have had the concert at the slave market.
All right, next concert's at the slave market. We'll destroy it that way.
Oh, God.
If we're ever welcome back into the city again.
Aramis just kind of sits up, stars in his eyes. Another concert.
Not right now.
You all make your way through the winding streets as the quiet of the night starts to envelop you, before finding yourself on the road back to Dredgemire.
As we're going, I look at Aramis and go, never again will I allow you to have a concert in the Dwarven City.
Never again will we give you the option.
As you...
I will dismantle the stage as quick as you can build it.
If you guys sit and wait for a bit, kind of catch your breath, catch your surroundings. Fireball is so cute. After a couple hours pass, you see 2 more carts approaching with your new gnome, the 2 humans, whoever else you had. You guys had one other, and Daniel.
Daniel, you lived.
I did, sir. I did, and was the...
Not if anyone asks.
He gives you a knowing wink. The other 2 humans, let me get their names up. Besh Twiddlespark and Ellen and Braff Appleton both kind of look very disjointed.
Don't worry. We keep it a lot less insane at Dredgemire.
So, the gnome speaks up. Should we follow you all back then, or...
I mean, you weren't followed by guards, were you?
No?
Then let's go. Oh, hey, gnome, you're an artificer, right?
Aramis is...
Yeah.
What is Aramis doing?
Aramis is asleep, by the way.
I take the harp that I gave Aramis from Aramis. I throw anything at the gnome. Tell me what the fuck this is. Someone used it as a weapon.
He takes it and he looks at it. He starts humming.
Is he a fucking bard?
He's a bartificer.
Get out! Leave!
He starts humming as he inspects it. He sings this jolly little tune. Before he looks at it, this is a harp of shattering.
Darn, Aramis is gonna be so upset. He wanted a lyre of building.
Well, it's pretty fun, and he points it at a tree as you guys are going by, and he says a word as he plucks the string, and the bark on the tree explodes out, showing just the white inner trunk.
Aramis kind of sits up like, look, I didn't do it, guys. It was all the drunk's idea.
Does throw anything apply to people?
So, from there, you all make your way back to New Dredgemire.
And we were never welcome in the Dwarven city again.
To be fair, this was never connected back to Dredgemire, because we were disguises.
Yeah, good call.
And Goblin Soup had a permit.
You were just happened to be there selling stuff, and then defended yourself. And
it's not like I killed any proper guards.
And because that city went to shit, we'll probably get some more like people moving up towards us.
So from there, we will call it a session.
Krahk cries more.
We did it.
This
How much money is in that chest?
I'm not entirely sure what it was, but we did it.
So
Something was certainly done.
from the chest at the front of the stage, you all get 2,800 gold.
All of us each?
Total, to be
All
split.
together.
Okay.
Okay.
That's much different.
You had also received, I think it was 300 gold,
I already
380.
had that in
Yeah.
my... Goblin Soup is my shit. Ain't nobody helping me with it. Ain't nobody profiting from it. Except for Yoirah, because I owe Yoirah a significant debt.
So I hope you all had fun, though. I think that was a fun session.
It was fun.
Indeed.
It was a lot of fun.
I like experimenting. I think the fun concert combat, I enjoyed it.
Okay, I'm going to get off and help Anna with CC.
Okay.
I'm gonna go before my headphones die.
Money is.
You all have a wonderful night.
Farewell, my friends.
You too.
Bye.